Eluded by a temporary ambition, I ran alone as though on a mission. At the peak of mirage, of temptation, no one to look up to. I sat alone, in isolation.
Hi guys, this is Monit Pahwa from Balanced Life. Today I'll be sharing my 16th chapter called Success and Sorrow from my book 24 Pillars of Life. Let's face the truth. Success and sorrow are interconnected. If success is going to be judged by the worldly possessions, it's only going to get us sorrow because it's a package deal. I'm not suggesting that one should not strive for success. But success and worldly possessions are not the same thing. Life is just not about success and failure. Life is about confusion and clarity, order and disorder, and management and mismanagement. Pick up any success story and you will find that at times they were wrong and they hit the rock bottom. Once we accept this truth, we will understand our limitations. It is very important to understand life completely. Failure is the first step to success because it teaches us more than positive outcome. We can't be successful if we don't want more. Success gives us satisfaction, but does it bring happiness? We have to be ambitious to be successful, and to be successful, we have to be famous. During this process, we become heartless and cruel. Change becomes our best friend, and we keep moving from one to the other. Some seek success in relationships, power, name, fame, and money. Success and failure will come and go. But we need to learn the art to handle them gracefully with a lot of patience. Success comes with time, but time has its own format. It is our attitude and behavior that makes it difficult or pleasant. Time is just a companion that goes along with us on a journey to remind us that certain moments will never return. What we leave behind is not important. What is important is how we have lived. Some people are afraid of being lonely and empty, so they keep filling those spaces with worldly ambitions. Such people keep running away from questions like, what are we, where are we going, and what is my purpose? They become self-centered. They might not admit, but they are in constant conflict, which is followed by misery. The ambition to attain worldly pleasures become a part of their existence. It's like a drug, impossible to quit. Living better is not going to get us anywhere. We get so lost in feeling this emptiness that by the time our eyes are opened, we would have lost our health, family, friends, and it would be time for us to leave this world. One can live happily in this world without material success. But this is only possible when you do not give importance to your own self. Ambition is a good thing, but it only becomes positive when we decided to share it with people who need our help, support, and guidance. But at the same time, don't allow anybody to abuse you. Take undue advantage of your goodness. Be good and not foolish. The most important quality of successful people is the willingness to change. Walt Disney's theme park concept was thrashed 302 times. If you quit too soon, there would be no Disneyland. One thing is for sure, if you give up too soon, you will never know what you are missing. Keep going and never quit. The reason why people give up so easily is because they see how far they have to go. They do not see how far they have come. We get inspired by success stories. How someone invented something, how poor became rich. In this process, we forget our own inspiration and we start following patterns created by others. These stories are biographies. They only highlight success and positive issues. They don't tell you the dark side. They don't give you an insight of their sorrow. And they also don't give you solutions how to keep sorrow away. We are ruled by only two thoughts, desire and wealth. And both work in coordination with each other. Desire promotes the urge to get more and more. And wealth, on the other hand, give birth to more desires. The fine line that defines all emotions also defines desire and wealth. And people who seek satisfaction from desires mostly land up in the circle of sorrow. Wealth for comfortable living and a bit of saving keeps us relaxed. But once we cross the line of surplus, we get blinded because now we want more and more wealth, not realizing that our mind has become home to crime, immorality, corruption, and exploitation. In this position, only temporary achievements become an alternative to relaxation. Don't give birth to sorrow by making comparisons. It's a never-ending story. Make mind your friend, not your enemy. Develop success from failure. Discouragement and failure are two sure stepping stones for success. Your success and happiness lies in you. Be happy and you'll be brave to stand against all difficulties. Success means getting what you want, and happiness means enjoying what you get. Fear and faith have major difference. Fear is having faith in the wrong direction. Success is the final result. It is possible by deep thoughts, good planning, and being secretive about it. We mostly say, I cannot accept failure. It is fine to fail because everyone fails at something or the other. But does it stop us from trying again? Life is not glorified by having a track record that you have never failed. It is glorified by rising after every fall. It is perfectly fine to enjoy success and achievements, but never forget the lessons learned through failure. Because the true satisfaction is in the effort and not the achievements. If you want success, change the way you think. Program yourself with positive thoughts. Think that you are a successful person because success is just a state of mind. There are 3 types of people. First, lethargic, idle with no aim. Second, people who are passionate only to meet their own ends. And third, people who help and inspire others. One man's success is the other man's failure. People forget that success is not permanent. When success arrives, people start to fly higher. But they forget to remember it's the flyers that change, not the sky. It is important to be a good person rather than just being a successful person. The world should always remember you as a good person because when success fades, so do personality. Now, I'm going to share a beautiful quote by the actor Jim Carrey. I think everybody should be rich and famous and do everything they dreamt of so they can see that it is not the answer. Success is not a taboo if we know how to handle it gracefully. Right results mean the beginnings were perfect. That's always been the secret of successful people. They never plan results, they only plan beginning. Now I'm going to share the Krishna story in this chapter. Krishna is explaining both success and sorrow in this story. A very rich man died. When he realized, he saw God coming towards him with a suitcase in his hand. God said, "All right, son, it's time to go." "So soon? I had so many plans." "I'm sorry, but it is time to go." Then the man asked, "What do you have in the suitcase?" God said, "Your belongings." "My belongings? You mean to say my things, my clothes, my money, etc.?" God smiled and said, "The things were never yours. They belong to earth." "Is it my memories?" "No, they belong to time." "Is it my talent?" God said, "No, they belong to circumstances." "Is it my family and friends?" "No, son, they belong to the path you traveled." "Is it my wife and children?" God said, "No again. They belong to your heart." "Then it must be my body," the man said. God said, "No, not at all. That belongs to dust." "Then it must be my soul." "You are sadly mistaken, son. Your soul belongs to me." The man had tears in his eyes. He took the suitcase from God and opened it. He was surprised to find it empty. He was heartbroken. Tears rolled from his eyes. He asked God, "I never owned anything?" God replied, "Yes, you are right. You never owned anything." The man was surprised and asked God, "Then what was mine?" God smiled and said, "Your moments. Every moment you lived was yours." Krishna concluded by saying, life is just a moment. Live it, love it, and enjoy it. A moment is the only thing that belongs to us. Enjoy the moment while we still have it. Don't let anything stop you from doing what you enjoy doing. Live your life in now. Don't forget to be happy because that is the only thing that matters. Material things and all that you fought for stay behind. You cannot take anything with you except the moments you lived. I hope you like this chapter. This is my book. It can be ordered from Amazon.in, Flipkart.com and NotionPress.com. Please go ahead and subscribe on my channel on YouTube called Monit Pahwa. Please also share and like. If you have any questions, you can write to me on my email monit@balancedlife.in and I'll be happy to reply. See you next week with my 17th chapter called Tradition and Habit. Happy reading and Namaste.